Hello, this is Tamer with your weekly analysis for the Euro-US dollar currency pair. For the first week in a very long time, price has formed a relatively very small spinning bottom, which is a sign of indecision. Coupled with the deeply oversold momentum conditions and an Elliott wave pattern that seems mature enough to be complete, perhaps the time has come to see if the new year will start with a bullish reversal. And speaking of the new year, be sure to check our current holiday special offer, where you can be one of the first 50 members who can take advantage of our service at 50% off, and they can lock in this price for life. So head over to www.elliottwaveforex.com/welcome2015 to learn more and take advantage of this New Year's offer. Now returning to our analysis and beginning as usual with the main count on the weekly chart, the bigger picture sees the euro within the middle stage of a double combination labeled cycle waves W, X, and Y, and there are other ways to label this movement, but this is probably the most conservative count and it exhibits near textbook Fibonacci relationships. Cycle wave X is unfolding as a zigzag labeled primary waves A, B, and C, where primary wave A was an impulse and primary wave B formed a contracting triangle labeled intermediate waves A through E, each subdividing as a zigzag labeled minor waves A, B, and C, except for intermediate wave E, which formed a double zigzag labeled minor waves W, X, and Y. Intermediate wave E reached just short of 61.8% the length of intermediate wave C, and it retraced a bit short of 61.8% of intermediate wave D, both of which are very dependable Fibonacci relationships, highly suggesting that primary wave B is complete. Primary wave C is unfolding as an impulse labeled intermediate waves 1 through 5, where intermediate wave 1 formed an impulse labeled minor waves 1 through 5, and within it minor wave 2 retraced 38.2% of minor wave 1, minor wave 3 reached a bit over 261.8% the length of minor wave 1, and minor wave 5 just reached 78.6% the length of minor wave 1. This count expects intermediate wave 1 to be either complete or very near completion, and that the euro will soon start moving towards the upside in intermediate wave 2. This will be initially confirmed by movement above 1.2570. The MACD indicator seems about to form a bullish crossover, and the stochastic indicator is very deeply oversold. At 1.2863, intermediate wave 2 would retrace 38.2% of intermediate wave 1, then at 1.3295 it would retrace 61.8% of its length. This wave count is invalidated by movement above 1.3993, as intermediate wave 2 may not move beyond the start of intermediate wave 1. Now going to the alternate count, which expects minor wave 5 to be still unfolding towards the downside, and so at 1.2079, minor wave 5 would reach 100% the length of minor wave 1, then at 1.1776 it would reach 161.8% of its length. This wave count is invalidated by movement above 1.2570, as this is the start of minor wave 5. That's all for our analysis for this week, and since this is our last analysis of the year, we want to wish you happy holidays, enjoy yourselves, have a great year, and don't forget to check out our special offer, and see you next week.